Coffee date. This woman up here complaining about coffee dates.
Come on.
A man asked me for coffee today after work, and I politely told him no, and then brought myself to McAllister's, where I got this croissant, this grilled chicken sandwich, and an entire bowl of broccoli cheddar soup and a Dr. Pepper for under $25. Now, I'm not going to argue with you about how you like to date, just like I don't want you to argue with me about how I like to date. But coffee is never going to be an option for me. And just like I respect your choice to coffee, respect mine to not coffee.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! She going viral. I don't know if these women be rage baiting or what, but this woman with this mug come up here looking like my man, what was his name? Humpty Hump. I do the Humpty Hump.
Oh, do the Humpty Hump. Rest
in peace, brother.
Yeah.
Nothing less. Uncle Diggity was his name. Here we go. She said no coffee dates for her.
Fair. We're not here to change their minds, fellas. Talking to the fellas. Fair. With zero pushback on that. You don't want a coffee date? Because a coffee date wasn't going to do it for her. She let us know. Listen clearly. She said, I want no coffee. She said, I want grilled cheese. All right. I want a big old tub of broccoli cheese cheddar soup. You know what I mean? Croissant, stuffed bread. Coffee ain't going to do it. A lot of these sisters, they want to go on these dates just to pleasure eat. Bust down on caloric overload foods. They're not there to vet and have meaningful conversations. That's why the coffee is there. You just sitting there sipping coffee and you're talking, not sitting there listening to you mukbang. God dang it.
That part. And the bottom line is some of these exclusive dates are reserved for wife type women. Like you said, shout out to our wives. You know, I love taking my wife out to a nice place to eat. She deserves it. We go places all the time. But Bonquisha, you clearly don't deserve it because you don't have to say it. It just happens.
There you go. Yeah, don't know. You know what? There you go, though. Yes, me and my wife ain't been on a coffee date since our first date. First date was a coffee date, Bonquisha, for whatever it's worth. All right, married men here. Coffee date worked. Coffee date got the ring. Now, what you got?
Sandwich and an entire bowl of broccoli cheddar soup and a Dr. Pepper for under $25. Now, I'm not going to argue with you about how you like to date, just like I don't want you to argue with me about how I like to date. But coffee is never going to be an option for me. And just like I respect your choice to coffee, respect mine to not coffee.
So you telling me because y'all deem somebody unattractive, y'all think that they can't say no to dates? Unfortunately, this whole dating fiasco is something that is only on the internet. I am a bigger woman. I've always been a bigger woman. Okay? It is what it is. I've been like this since I was like 18. I've lost it, gained it back, whatever. No matter what size I was, though, bitch, I could say no to a date. Stop. I can say no to a date. Y'all are acting like this woman said she would say no to all dates. She said no to coffee dates. And me personally, I would say no to coffee dates too.
This is wild.
Where you at, HQ?
This is wild.
HQ is an advocate for the coffee date. I see y'all. Yeah. HQ said all these women want is a coffee date. They don't want much. Clearly, that's a lie. These women are blowed out 300 to 400 pounds and saying they won't do it.
I love the rationalizing, baby. She said, you hear that? She said, I always been big. Ain't nobody asked you that. You see? That's their conscience. Y'all need to ain't nobody asked you that. We know you big. This is about coffee dates. She said, I always been big. I've been big since I was 18. That's her excuse as to why she won't lose weight. I done lost it, gained it back. Shout out to my sister. So what? You have no discipline. You know it's fine. Like I said, we ain't here to convince them. You don't want a coffee date. You ain't worthy of a coffee date. HQ. She don't get a coffee date. See what I'm saying? You don't want it, nor do you get it. Everybody wins.
I don't like coffee. It gives me the runs. Why would I want to go on a date with you? 10 minutes in, I done drunk the damn coffee and I'm ready to go to the restroom.
Disgusting. Disgusting. You don't look pretty enough to be talking about taking a deuce. Ladies, if you want to talk about taking a deuce, you better be drop dead gorgeous, period.
Men are visual. Yeah, y'all don't really know what that means. Like, no, ain't no scat loving over here. dropping a deuce, you full of doo-doo. You see that? It's a diuretic. Y'all be walking around with between 2 and 3 pounds of fecal matter just all through y'all intestinal tract. And then that coffee, start flushing it out. Empty your stomach. Bonquisha, learn to go to sleep on an empty stomach. All right, just learn to walk around with an empty stomach. It's amazing. It feels great. You ain't all bogged down like you currently are. She got to take a deuce right now.
It gives me the runs. Why would I want to go on a date with you? 10 minutes in, I done drunk the damn coffee and I'm ready to go to the restroom. So the fact that she just said that she wouldn't go on a coffee date, might as you, the coffee date is so bare minimum. Okay, I don't care what y'all are saying. Coffee dates are so bare minimum. Then y'all acting like she said she wanted to go to Ruth Chris. No, you could have just said, hey, you want to go to the movies? You want to go to a restaurant? You want to go play go-karts? You want to go? Like, anything could have been an option.
No, it couldn't have. Understand, we talking. This woman here, I'm surprised he said coffee. Should took her to the zoo. Hell, see how the animals react when y'all walk around. You might be like, oh, nah.
Animals don't lie. They can sense that bad spirits. God dang it. They're not trying to vet. You talking about go to the movies. You can't vet at the movies. Talking about, yeah, you want to go to a fancy restaurant? No. Coffee day is where it's at. You go to a nice little one-off barista on the white side of town. That's what I'm talking. I ain't talking about no Starbucks in the middle of some strip mall. I ain't talking about that. No, something nice where you can sit and talk and converse, have a good time. Maybe you sit there, have some coffee. This is how it's supposed to go. You had a coffee, all right, and then you have a second part to that after you see this. It's about, you know what? We're having a good time. Do you want to catch a movie? Do you want to grab a bite to eat? Hey, how about you go home, get dressed, and I'll pick you up later tonight. You see how that works? But y'all want to be in and out like a thief in the night. Y'all want to hurry up and bust down on buttery sea crustaceans and stuffed bread and leave that ninja with the bill and blue balls. No.
That part. And shout out to Sister Ebony Dean. Like she said, the movies is the dumbest date. This woman, she gonna say, take her to the movies at least. Ladies, only way it's worth going to the movies. Listen, we going to see a movie that's been in theaters for at least 4 or 5 weeks. Everybody done seen it and it's empty. And we gonna be way in the back and I'm gonna be getting some gok. Take notes, man. You wanna go to the movies? Fine. Let's go see something that's been out for a while. And we gonna be the only 2 in here. Now it's time to gok.
There you go. And yeah, you could take blankets in there too. And they got the recliner seats. Yeah. Me and my wife was scoping it out last time we was there. Daggone right. Yeah, shout out to Miss Ebony Dean. You go to the movie theater with a new person and it's a intriguing movie, you liable to forget you there with somebody. You sit there watching the movie, you like, that's a good movie. Oh, I'm on a date. Did you like the movie? No. Dumb.
Coffee because she doesn't like coffee. So she took herself out somewhere that she would enjoy. Maybe if he said that place, she would have went. But the fact that y'all are deeming her unattractive, that y'all think that y'all hold that much weight, I promise you, there's another man that's going to ask her on a date that she wants. That goes to show that this should just really be on social media. Like, these conversations only happen on social media, and it's so redundant because it's stupid. I have a choice. I don't have to say yes to every day I don't want to go on.
Nothing that a man does to me is a reflection of my worth.
Look at them.
It's not a reflection of my value. I'm valuable if a man treats me bad. I'm valuable if a man treats me good. I'm valuable if he takes me to coffee. I'm valuable if he takes me to fuck with a child. I'm valuable either way. I'm also very much in my feminine energy. If I want to go somewhere, I will just tell a man. I don't understand what's stopping y'all from just telling the man where it is you want to go or what you want to do on the first date instead of just briskly and rudely turning him down. This is what people say, like getting your feminine energy. Why you just didn't tell him where you wanted to go? He said, hey, you want to go to coffee? Why don't you just be like, actually, I saw this new Thai place that just opened up. Can you take me there on Friday? If he says no, get someone else to take you. You don't have to be rude. And you also don't have to be afraid. I'm like, you don't really want to. This ain't really about no man.
Look at this woman. She in her feminine energy.
You're a liar.
That's a lie.
The woman you feel in you is the devil. Why? The devil is the spirit of a lie.
Yes.
Huh? You're a liar.
two things is true, gentlemen. I'll say this. They coming up here with front butts. Listen, you can't take granted, you can't take them for coffee. You should not be trying to take these 400-pound women for coffee when you know damn well they hungry. So you need to be taking them to the local deli, all right, wing night, slice a couple slices of pizza, boxes of pizza, boxes. I heard Domino's got a mean deal going.
Yeah, you know what? Here we go. If we're going to play this game, fellas, they want to go eat. You know what? Take them to Fox's Pizza. If we're going to be specific, get them where my wife at. Get them one of them Strombolis. I used to get them in college. You get the Strombolis. I used to go to my wife's dorm, and she used to give me her dime dollars because she loved me. And I would go get me extra large Stromboli. And they don't even bake the dough all the way. It'd be raw dough. That's what she want. There you go. So she's sitting down there slurping down overly processed cheese and raw dough, getting all juiced up. Then you just wait for her to get done pleasure eating. Then you take her and hunch her because it's all she good for. I'm waiting for one desirable woman to come up here stating that she doesn't want a coffee date. That's what I'm waiting on. A desirable woman, because we like to consider the source, and this source is doo-doo.
Look at her. How did you stuff your whole damn body into this tracksuit? That's a track suit reserved for track runners, people who run around a track at very high speeds. All right. I bet you if you unzip that, she gonna bust open like a Pillsbury biscuit. Kapoom!
Let's go make the sound and everything. Is that Lululemon? Huh? Shout out to the chat. I can't steal it. That's that Lulu watermelon.
Really about no man. This is about validation. This is about being validated by society. You don't actually want a man. You just want to feel important. That's it.
So a plus size woman saying that she doesn't do a coffee date as a first date has the internet in a tizzy. Like, this woman got on and explained that someone invited her out for coffee and she typically doesn't do coffee dates and that's her preference. And the internet got in this woman's comment sections and basically tried to humble her because she was overweight, and some even mentioned that she didn't fit universal beauty standards, and so therefore she should be lucky that a guy even asked her out. Some questioned whether or not a guy asked her out because she was plus size, dark skin, and not universally attractive based on some people's perspectives. I saw the woman. I didn't think she was bad looking at all. But my thing is, like, why do we feel the need to always want to humble somebody?
Because y'all out here asking for the impossible. You could go on the coffee date. We got one question.
Could you unbig your back? No, you can't do shit like that. Could you unbig your back? No, you can't do shit like that. Could you unbig your back?
Do that first.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired of these. Now, these are talking points, HQ. Universal beauty standards. You realize just saying that is universal. That means everyone accepts it except for y'all, obviously. Universal beauty standard. This includes symmetry, averageness, and features indicating good health and genetic fitness. That is the key. Features that indicate good health and genetic fitness. Why would these sisters here, these big backbone queeshas, hate the universal beauty standard so much? Because they lack good health and fitness. There you go.
Attractive based on some people's perspectives. I saw the woman. I didn't think she was bad looking at all. But my thing is, like, why do we feel the need to always want to humble somebody? And why do we want to bash her for having preferences just because she's a larger woman? Like, let's be clear, being overweight is not everyone's beauty standard, nor is it everyone's preference. But it does not negate the fact that you can also have preferences and you can also have standards. Because I'm a chunky girl, always have been. And when I tell you, I have dated attractive men, fit men, gym bros, muscle dudes. Like, being fat never stopped the party. And so just because someone being overweight is not your preference, or just because someone says no to a coffee date, doesn't mean that we got to get in their comment section and bash them. Like, if it relates, like it, tap it, agree, add a comment. And if you can't vibe with what they're saying, scroll by. But
No, because she did not have to put that on social media. And then people will say, well, you can't tell people what to do. That is true, just like they can't. If you are going to upload it, you can't tell the comment section what to say, especially when you are rage baiting them. Go come up here and rage bait somebody and then say, why are y'all commenting?
It's social media. You shan't not, can't not, will not tell people how to socialize. That's dumb. This is it. This is the gynocracy's attempt to put its reign and authority on social media. That's what this is. Y'all don't get that. You're like, why are they making these terroristic demands? This is gynocratic order. There is no bounds to the authority of the gynocracy. At least they don't think. They like, if you can't come and have a sister girl moment, just go by. Don't you dare leave constructive criticism. Ain't nobody bashing no big woman on her standards. As men, we are problem solvers. If we are met with a problem, we look for a solution. It comes standard on most men. She up here talking about y'all want desirable men and y'all blowed out. Yes, sister. They keep saying the same thing. You can hunch them. You can they'll deal with you, but they ain't sitting next to you now. Desirable men will hunch big plump women, but they ain't gonna stay around. They'll tell y'all to your face. Stop lying to yourself.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! Let's stop putting that negative stigma out there that big girls are not getting play and that folks are afraid to love us out loud, because I can promise you that's not the case.
Thank you for asking. And for me, no, it's not about how much the date costs. For example, my favorite date that I've ever been on was him going to his favorite Mexican food spot in the city, and then me going to my favorite Mexican food spot in the city. And then we met up in the park and exchanged tacos with each other because he had never tried my place and I had never tried his place. And the fact that this was something that we were both experiencing for the first time and it was something that we both got to participate in has been my favorite date to date.
How about no? How about you don't qualify? What happened to this guy that was feeding you tacos? Go find him. That may be the only man on the face of the earth that's willing to do that. The question says, so this the lady here that said no coffee dates. This is her response. So I have a question. It says, is it because it's not an expensive date? What if he would have said ice cream or a museum?
No, that ain't enough calorics. You can't, come on, man. Stop with these minimal calorics. She want tacos, quesadillas, huh? She want chalupas, calories, carbohydrates. Stop talking about coffee and little sweet cold treats, man. You heard her. She said that's a dope. I could dig that. But again, that's a lot of effort. I want to see this ninja. I want to see the ninja that went on to the restaurant. It was like, hey, let me go pick out some food for you to eat, because that's involved. Yeah, that's a bit much for you. Respectfully.
And that date cost both of us probably no more than $20.
Too much time.
And that includes the drinks that we had. So it's not about the amount of money that is spent. It's about the thought behind it. It's about the consideration behind it, right? And in terms of ice cream and the museum, I'd much rather go to the museum because I'm the type of person that I would rather do activities for a date than to go sit down somewhere and eat or drink.
Oh, is that right? Huh?
Yeah.
I think she's lying.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
She says, I would rather do activities. All right, I got one. Treadmill. Huh? Let's go do the treadmill. Let's go burn 5,000 calories. Let's get on the stair climber. Let's do some squats. Let's go walk, run, jump, skip, cartwheel, all that.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
There you go. Yeah, you like activities? There you go. Come to me with the gym. Come spot me. And I'm going to come up with a workout for you too. See, fellas, when you in the gym, you got a whole new way to vet. And it works. Like, hey, I like you. I want to build with you. Let's start immediately. Oh, that's beautiful. I want to start now. I am ready to start putting time and energy into you right now. Let's go to the gym and steal your set. Let's go. Get down in the squats. That's love. Might sound a little aggressive, but it's love.
Drink or anything somewhere in consideration behind it, right? And in terms of ice cream and the museum, I'd much rather go to the museum because I'm the type of person that I would rather do activities for a date than to go sit down somewhere and eat or drink or any.
No, you ain't. First of all, what museum? The museum better have a food court. She gonna say, is it a food court? Bonquisha said, yeah. She already scoped the work. Where we going? We going here? Bonquisha gonna do her Googles. Okay, it's a Chick-fil-A in there. Oh, it's an Aunt Annie pretzel. I'm near. Yeah! Bonquisha said Aunt Annie's and Cinnabons? Hell.
Come on, fellas. You gotta learn to be pleasantly toxic. The numbers are the numbers. The majority of our melanated sisters are big. They blowed out. That's extremely unfortunate for you single men. So this, I believe, shout out to Miss X, these are ways to balance things out. So you're like, you know what? I gotta pick me a plump one. But let me see immediately if they are willing to change. So you do things. So you take them out. Y'all go out for a little coffee date, and you make sure you are around in a place around delicacies and greasy treats, and you deny her all of them. There you go. So y'all walking past, like Miss X said, the Chick-fil-A. You got stuffed cheese, rangoons over here, all that. And but you know where we're gonna go? We're gonna go to Froyo. Yeah, we're gonna get us a little frozen yogurt, you know what I mean? A little 35 calories.
Bonquisha gonna look at you.
Fuck is you talking about?
And exactly, vet complete. You know what, sister? How about we do this? Like, you go to the place where you want to go. We're gonna reenact your favorite date. You go get what you want. I'm gonna go get what I want, and I'll see you never.
Thing like that. I like to have new experiences. I'm also a very thoughtful and considerate person. So when I plan dates, I'm thinking about what that person likes, what that person says they want to do, something that person hasn't done before. And that's the type of energy that I would also like poured into me. I understand dinner, movies, all that kind of stuff are traditional and what people tend to go towards. But I also think before we even agree to a date, I'm having these types of conversations with that person. And so they should have a relatively decent enough understanding of me to plan a date that I think would be interesting to both of us, if that makes sense.
So that was it. That was her comeback. This is the coffee date woman. Yeah, she said she went out by herself and got, Panera or whatever the hell that is, soup and sandwiches and stuffed bread.
And got bigger. That's what she did. And we're adults now. We are understanding that all of us, our whole generation, we were sold a bad bill of goods when it came to health and fitness. But today, what we need to do, folks, when we are eating food, it's critical, especially us 40-year-olds. Come on now. When we eat food, we need to think, is this helping my body, healing it, or is it hurting it? That overly processed white bread and that overly processed cheese product ain't helping nothing. It's hurting. That overly processed cheese soup product and them fake vegetables ain't helping nothing. And that stuffed bread is just caloric overload. It's all bad food. It's death food.
As far as her coffee date, Leon, do you do coffee dates?
Yes, he do. Yeah, he got instant coffee. You don't ask where it come from.
Boo boo.
This right here will get me some pussy tonight. But I don't want it. Not for this. Not with this. That. I don't want no pussy with this. This right here is paper. You want to? That's my rent. Hold on.
Yeah, Ninja. Yeah, I was about to say turn it into little pieces. Yeah, set it on fire.
This right here.
Do it.
This right here.
Do it.
This right here